Okay, we can go ahead and get started so folks can wrap up and get on their way on Friday. All right, they'll take it from here. I'm Dr. Tyrrell. I'm the program chair. So if you have specific questions about the program or whatever, you can always contact your advisors first. You do have individual advisors, of course, still. But you can also come to me with questions, particularly programmatic things that are going to have to go through me, equivalencies or that kind of thing. Looks like we've also got Dr. Atkins there in the back. Uh-oh, that button didn't do something. And then Dr. Ray's back there as well. There are a bunch of us also who aren't here right now. So most of us have done one of these before, right? Okay, then we'll probably just get pretty close or quickly to the getting your pins. Just remember that we do on our project, or excuse me, on our stuck in teaching mode. We do on our program page here, and of course nothing is easy to find on UNCW's web presence. Easiest just to Google for this. But here under professional writing track, we do post the schedule. That's essentially 3 years ahead of time. Do be aware that's, we've got summer and fall up there, so those are previous. We refresh the schedule next semester, but don't get confused. Those are summer and fall 17. We're looking ahead to 18, and that has essentially the spate of courses that we're teaching there. This is just professional writing courses. It's not all English courses. We don't control that aspect of the schedule. We do like to during this, since Tony's teaching the 496. What are you doing for the 496 next semester, Tony?
The 496 is the only section, right?
Yeah, just the one.
I don't think the subtitle's listed in CNET or anything, but I gave them one. It's going to be on branding yourself and social media. That's what it'll be about. I'm in the middle of, since it's kind of a newer course, I'm in the middle of doing some preparatory work for that course. I'm anticipating, as you probably know, our 496 also requires a professional writing portfolio that we'll work on. That's one of the projects that we'll do. But the other major project that you'll do is do some work on branding yourself and sort of reading about that and the benefits of doing that. We've had a number of students go on to do freelance work and things like that, and so branding themselves has proved to be a very lucrative thing for them to do. So we're going to spend some time with that in next semester. That class meets on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 2 to 3:15.
Yeah, and not everyone's aware of this, but on that same section of the website, here under undergraduate program and then course descriptions, it has descriptions that the instructors write. So these are not just the catalog descriptions. So you can, you can see what's what's going to be offered in these sections. Not a lot of folks are aware of this, and there's necessarily no reason why you would be. But there are descriptions that are written by the instructors here on the course descriptions page that'll give you a lot more information about what's going to happen in that class. Okay. So we got 496. Was there anything else that we're doing new next semester? Let's see.
I think 417.
Yeah, what are you doing with that, Anvan?
Research method, it's the first time I'm offering this course, or rather, the department is offering this course for the first time. So there will be a sort of a mixed method approach to this. We will look at qualitative research, quantitative research, and also usability studies. We got some cool stuff in here. Dr. Olive demonstrated that last week with eye tracking devices, and I'm thinking of sort of tapping into that as well. So we will be looking at the those methods that are typically used in professional writing, but not only that, but also things that are also industry standard, such as eye tracking and usability studies. So these are I think I have that stuff up there, but it didn't mention eye tracking specifically, so it's a little broad. But these are some specific areas we will be sort of tapping in.
All right, cool. I think that's the only new stuff we're doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So 417, which is the research methods. And most of us, it kind of depends which catalog you're on. But if you're on the newer catalog, then you've got 2 courses in that one section there, 303, 316, and 417, which means you need 2 out of those 3. So if you're in that newer catalog, be aware of that. We made sure to offer enough of those. But unlike the others, 1 course in this, 1 course in that, you need both, 2 out of those 3. So you really have to be aware that when those are coming up. Again, that's why we post the schedule so that we know, everyone knows in advance. Just a few other things, and we can just get to the pins. I sent in my email a link to a survey. If you could please make sure to go ahead and fill that out. It is one thing we use in order to make sure we're offering appropriate classes and enough sections, right? I mean, it's one of the main things that tells us, people couldn't get into a section or people were hung up in their degree process. So please go ahead and respond to that survey. A couple other things, the certificate. Who in here is pursuing the certificate? A few of us. If you're in the major, pursuing the certificate is, it dovetails with it really well. I mean, I think, because the courses are going to count for it that you're taking for your major anyway. Essentially what you end up doing is the internship, the 498, which is great and not required for your major, but is required for the certificate. But then you can pick up that separate credential. It's not a minor or a concentration. It's a separate degree that you get. So if you are a major, it's a really easy transition because the courses you're taking count for it anyway. There's that. The graduate work. Did you want to say something about the
certificate?
Yeah, the certificate.
Yeah, you want to go on the...
Yeah, sure.
So, at the graduate level, our master's program, we're now offering courses that contribute to a certificate in science and medical writing. And it can be done, if you're doing our master's program, you basically get a concentration. You get a concentration in science and medical writing. You can take all the courses that relate to this, plus the MA in English. If you're just coming back after you're getting your undergraduate degree, you can pursue the certificate separately as a separate credential. And it's it's only 15 hours, and it basically prepares you to do writing for science or in the medical field, including things like doing like working at PPD and writing doing that sort of pharmaceutical writing. You could also do journalistic writing that was related to science or medicine. You could do freelance consulting work related to those fields. And so it kind of gives you that extra practice. Plus we do a lot of work with design. We look at cultural issues. And we're right now in the process of hiring another faculty member with a subspecialty in science and medical writing who will supplement the people we already have who work in this area. So it's becoming kind of a bigger thing. And it can be done 100% online. The certificate itself can. Not the MA degree, but you can kind of go back and forth in that way.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to answer questions if anyone wants to talk to me about that, if they're thinking about that in the future. You can always come and talk to me about that. And I'm Holly Raleigh, by the way, and I'm sorry. I got attacked in the hallway in my building, like solving problems on the way over here. I am.
And then just the last thing related to that, we do also have the combined BA-MA program if you're kind of early enough in your academic career. It's essentially a way for you to accrue graduate coursework while you're still doing your undergrad. If you know you want to stick around for your master's, it's a way for you to do them more quickly and to start shaping your degree program early. Megan Sweeney probably knows the most about that if you have questions about that. All right, well, that's the gist of it. Did folks have questions or concerns that they'd like addressed while we're all here? Man, it is like an oven in here, right?
It is.
Okay, it's not my imagination.
You can't get a Goldilocks building, no matter what.
can never tell if I have a fever. I have a little kid, so I get sick all the time. Any questions or concerns? Non-child related?
I am teaching a grad course in the next semester, in 552. You know, anybody else? You guys teach one?
I don't think so.
But I am teaching.
Or no, is Lance doing that? Lance doing the
It's
college.
online.
And I
Yeah, the new
believe
one.
It's online.
552 would count towards shifting into the face-to-face class,
It does, yeah.
and it would count towards Bama. We decided to do that. So
You need an MA?
it would count both of them.
I think we need to call that the band all the time.
And occasionally we have undergrads take those for equivalency purposes. We've had folks take grad courses for equivalency purposes. All right, so we can just go ahead and move to the pins then. You do, of course, still have your individual your individual advisors. So if you do have specific questions, you can always contact your individual advisor. We just do things this way for consistency's sake. We made kind of a major shift to dealing with the curriculum the way we do now and making sure it's transparent. So we tend to gravitate towards doing these shared things so we all are on the same page.